Hey YouTube and all my eBay sellers out there, it's Robert back here with another video, and this video is a follow-up to a previous video that I did on how to ship shoes for eBay. And after noticing a lot of you in the comments asking for some clarification on what shipping option to select when you're actually on the eBay's shipping page, I figured I'd just try to make a quick follow-up video on this for you guys. And I know it's been a while since I've uploaded a video on here, so thanks to all of you who have stuck around. I've just been really busy with my primary business and my other YouTube channel, so I appreciate you guys that have, stayed in spite of the fact that I haven't uploaded any content on here in quite a while. So in most cases, we'll just use those poly mailers to protect the shoes from any of the elements during the shipping process, and then we'll put those inside of these free boxes that you can actually get directly from USPS. In a lot of cases, you can pick them up at your local USPS office, or you can even go onto the USPS.com website and select free shipping boxes and find them on there. They are labeled, I believe, as shoe boxes on their website, but the dimensions of these are 7.5 by 5 1/8 by 14 3/8. So figure roughly 8 by 5 by 14 on this box, and that's the dimensions that we'll use when we go onto the eBay site and actually select our shipping option. So that was just a quick recap of the shipping supplies side of things, and make sure that you weigh your item before you go to print it out so you've got the exact weight of the pair of shoes handy as well. And let's go ahead and jump over to our shipping page on eBay. And just keep in mind also that although this is considered and called a shoebox by USPS, you could ship other items in here. And if you are shipping shoes that already come in a shoebox, those may not fit inside of this one. So you may have to go to a different box altogether if you're shipping like a brand new pair of shoes that comes with the box. So that's something that you're just going to have to kind of measure the dimensions of that compared to the dimensions of this. All right, so everything to do with shipping is really going to start when we build our listing. So we're going to take a quick look here at a listing I've had up for a little while on a pair of Yves Saint Laurent high heels for women's shoes. So we go all the way down after putting all of our specifics in about the item. We pass our selling details where we put our price in, and we move down to shipping details. So when you build your price, you're making that the price of the item. When you get to the shipping, you can determine if that price includes shipping by selecting the free shipping option, or you can select the different shipping costs to the buyer. We can make it a flat cost to the buyer where it's just a predetermined flat fee that we charge for all buyers regardless of where they are. We can do calculated where eBay actually calculates it based off the buyer's location. We could do freight, which, let's be real, on shoes you're never going to choose because there's no 150-pound pairs of shoes that I've ever seen. And then lastly, no shipping or local pickup only. I don't recommend that. If you're going to just only offer it to people locally, use Craigslist or OfferUp or one of the local sites. I think they're much better options for that. So I use calculated for everything. I don't offer free shipping, and I don't do the flat rate either. Now, once we've selected that, we can we can determine what our standard option is. And so if we wanted to make our standard option just the parcel select ground option, we could offer that. And then I always select USPS priority mail as my standard option unless I'm dealing with an item that with the packaging is under a pound, and then I would offer USPS first class on those, but that's kind of a rarity in shoes. Now, ties, another area that I do a lot of sales in on eBay. USPS first class is pretty much the only option I use for that, but for shoes, USPS priority mail. You will notice we're not going to see any shoebox option on here, so we'll move to that in a bit. Remove service. If I didn't want to offer an additional service, I don't need to. So in this case, I'm not going to offer anything. USPS priority mail is going to be the option. However, if I wanted to offer it for somebody that was in a really big hurry, to select USPS priority express, where it's 1 to 2 days, I could do that on here by making that like an upcharge shipping option for them, and then they would just pay the additional amount for that. I can also add a handling cost if I felt the need to. I don't because I handle it all myself. So then we move down to our package weight and dimensions. Package type is going to be package, which is just your box. Then the dimensions, 14 by 8 by 5 is my rough dimensions of the shoebox. If you want to be more specific on that, you can. However, you don't need to be. Now, if you're using a different type of box than the one that I showed you guys, that's the USPS shoebox, you'll need to put the appropriate dimensions in there for that. All right, and here we're on a page for an item that has actually sold where we're selecting our shipping option. And I screen recorded this a while back so that I could make this video for you guys. First thing I'll have you notice on the right-hand side, I've cropped out the buyer's information because I actually didn't know how to blur it in the editing of this video. But if we go to the very top here, you can see where we're going to select our custom size versus carrier packaging. We want the custom size so that we can input our weight and dimensions on here exactly as we have them. So you should have measured your item or weighed your item so that you know the weight, and then you're going to put the shoebox dimensions up there. I have it as 14.8 and 4. It should have actually been 14.8 and 5. But that actually doesn't really matter that much as long as it's within the weight and you're approximate on your sizes. If you're an inch or so off, that's not going to be a big deal using the shoebox. As we go down here, you're going to see all of the USPS shipping options. We don't want to mess with FedEx or UPS. We're going to always pretty much want to use USPS. But you'll notice that there is not a shoebox option on here. As we continue to scroll down through all of our available options, nowhere is the shoebox to be found. And that's because the shoebox is just going to fall under the USPS priority mail package, that very first option that we saw up there at the top. Now, where we have the padded envelope, we would use that for any kind of flat pairs of shoes, like flats or sandals, but the USPS priority mail that I have selected here is what we're going to use anytime that we're actually shipping something in that shoebox that we looked at the beginning of the video. We can also see down here at the bottom we have the USPS Parcel Select. Now if we have items that won't fit in that shoebox and need a bigger box, like maybe snowboard boots or any type of a larger boot that won't fit in the shoebox, we can use USPS Parcel Select and then use a different box for it. And we can use a plain box and then still select the USPS Priority Mail shipping label and offer that in a non-USPS box. However, we can't do Parcel Select and then use a USPS box. If we're using USPS's box, we need to make sure that we are putting that type of label on it. All right, and then here we have a quick look at the print preview page once we have actually purchased our label. And we're going to get a quick look at the buyer's information, which I've scrolled down so that it's not visible. But you'll get a quick chance to look at that before you print it. However, you have already purchased the label at this point, so you don't get to go back and make changes without potentially having to cancel this label and repurchase a new label. I highly suggest you double check that you have selected the shipping date as the same day that you are intending to ship it, because those need to match. I don't know if USPS will accept a label that has a different ship date on it from when you actually go to ship it. You guys can let me know in the comments down below if you have any experience with that, but I don't think they will accept it. So if you guys found this video helpful, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me and then comment down below with any of your thoughts. And if you have additional questions, post those down in the comments for me as well. And if you guys have any topics you'd like to see me cover on eBay, side hustles, flipping in general, or just personal finance related content, comments is also a great place to post any of those ideas as well. And I am planning to bring you guys some more videos soon, so keep an eye out for those. And until next time, have a great day.